The CDA program is through a company called Quorum, and it's pretty easy. It's all online, and I really encourage my staff to go through that. They all have expertise, and a lot of them just haven't had the opportunity to have the education behind it. So it's a very good first step for them to kind of dabble a little bit in going further if they wish, and it does get them teacher qualified. It's also a work at your own pace, which really helps a lot of teachers. They know that they can do it as fast as they want or take as much time as they need to complete it. So pretty much I just kind of tell them, like, most of my teachers here have come from so much experience, whether it be they're the oldest of so many siblings, or they've been in a different childcare facility, out of state, in our state, all around. So they have all of the knowledge, and they do all of the things already, you know, and so especially when I had very, very determined aides that really wanted to be teacher qualified, and that was one of the fastest ways. I definitely help them sign up. I have a whole little booklet that kind of helps them go through. I tell them, you know, the classes that are available to them, because they kind of get to choose their own, and exactly how to complete that. Once they complete all the classes, we together sit on the CDA council, and we set up their test and their observation, and we make sure that their room is prepped and ready and everything for their observation date. And we really just support them. So I have quite a few staff that are either working on their CDA or beyond, and multiple people came to me and said that they were really struggling finding the time to do the work outside of work, whether it be their home life, their children. They already work very long hours. Just everything. I mean, they all had their own story. And so I asked them, you know, if we got all together and after work, and I stayed, and we did it all together, would you come? And they all said yes. So on Tuesday nights, it kind of changes every semester depending on when their things are due. So on Tuesday nights currently, we all get together in the office or in the school age room, depending on what they need done. We take a look at everything that's due for the week. And if they need quizzes, we sit down, I make them do their quiz. If they have assignments, if they need something to print something off for them, I print it off for them. We just make sure everything's complete, so they're all set for the week. So they already had all the knowledge and expertise, they really did. I think it just really built their confidence in being able to implement all those different ideas and really understanding why they did what they did. Being a teacher came really naturally to a lot of them, and so, but I don't think they really understood why it came so naturally to them. So with some CDA or through the other programs, they really understood what they were doing, which made it all the more beneficial, because then they really were inspired to put it in their classrooms. So the initial cost of the CDA, I just tell them, hey, New Horizons going to pay for that. You have 1 year to complete that program, and then after that, there are some additional costs to, you know, do your test and set up your observation. And I just let them know that, you know, when it comes that time, we're going to pay for it, and then, you know, then you're all set. A lot of my teachers did their CDA first, and then they decided to start working on their AA, and so they do have to apply to the school. We sit down, we apply to the school they want to go to. We do FAFSA together, and then I have everyone apply for the Teach Grant, and a lot of them do get that. So between the FAFSA and different grants that they may qualify for, and the Teach Grant, they're pretty much covered there too with no additional costs. I would really just tell them, you know, it's easier than you think it is. School's not that scary, and you know, if you have a support system, even just someone to back you up and say, you got this, you can do it, you really can. I mean, it's online. You work at your own pace. You just go home. You can take a couple classes a night. You'll be good. Yes. So as they were moving on, so a couple of them did their CDA at the same time. So they took the classes together, which really helped them. But even now that a lot of them are in their 2-year, they try to make sure they take the same classes in the same semester so that they can work together, whether that means sharing the same book, or just being able to bounce the ideas off each other, like, hey, how did you write that paper? What did you say exactly? And they're all in different programs, so your infant teacher is going to write something completely different than your preschool teacher as far as like the actual assignment, but they can bounce ideas off each other. It's a great company. I mean, the support for their teachers is great. They really do want everyone to be their best, and will help support in any way that they can. And then, great teachers are just going to make great classrooms, and then great kids.